Good morning, students. Today we are here to start with the new chapter of your maths book. That is a very interesting topic called complex numbers. Now, if you remember in class 10th when we were doing quadratic equations, sometimes if you were getting under root of a negative term, that is b square minus 4ac is less than 0, then we said that the roots are imaginary. Now that imaginary word was left like that. We did not know what is imaginary numbers. Now this comes in the jurisdiction of complex number. So we know natural numbers are contained in whole numbers. Whole numbers are contained in integers. Integers are contained in the set of rational numbers. And rational number plus real numbers are contained in the set of real numbers. And real numbers, which are constituting all the numbers, will be contained in the set of complex numbers, where set of complex number I have represented here with the letter C. Usually we represent complex number by Z. Z is equals to x plus iy is the representation of a complex number where xy belongs to R. But x is said to be the real part, whereas iy is said to be imaginary part. So the complete notation stands for complex number. Now it can be represented in the complex plane. We call that Cartesian plane in case of number system. Now in case of complex numbers, we call it as complex plane or Argand plane or Argand diagram, where of course we have x-axis and y-axis, but x to x dash is said to be the real axis and y to y dash is said to be the imaginary axis. And if I want to represent a complex number here, call it this number, then it is xy. So this is the number here, which you may call it as z. So z is equals to ordered pair x comma y, or in terms of x plus iy, it will be z is equals to x plus iy. I hope this much is clear. Now one more thing, very important thing which we are going to introduce here is I square. Now this I square is the imaginary quantity which we will be assuming, or which is equivalent to minus 1, which is said to be imaginary quantity. And that is how, if I have to find out the square root of suppose any negative number, for example, if I have to write down under root minus 4, under root minus 4 means this, and under root minus 4 I can write it as 4i square, which will be equal to plus minus 2i. So this is how I can find out the square root of any negative number, and this is now a complex root, or you may call it 0 plus 2i or 0 minus 2i. So square root of minus 4 is plus minus 2i. Hence now I can find out the square root of any negative number, and they are all complex numbers or imaginary roots. Hence this is how we may learn about complex numbers. Now we'll be dealing in detail about the imaginary quantity. That is your first exercise, which is to be dealt with I or imaginary quantity. So as I told you, I square is minus 1. So even power of I square will be I to the power 4, I to the power 6 and so on, which will be minus 1 whole square and so on. That will always be positive. But odd power of I square, that is I square to the power 3, if I write minus 1 to the power 3 will be negative number, that is minus 1. Now I'll be doing the exercise now for you. So exercise, we are going to start with A exercise. Now be attentive, please pay attention and try to do the sums along with me.